another day, another grind. Gates of Akron here, and the Bulge is playing Vampire Coast against Grand Cathay, led by Zazizal. And yeah, a little bit of quality gameplay after those grindy matches that I usually play. Let's see how the ranked players perform here. So when we go into the Bulge's setup, we have Count Noctilus here for sure. Death Guards, Zombie Pirate Deckhand Mobs, more of those. And we have Shadow Wraith Gunners, a couple of normal gunners here, and Coronades, yeah. So on the other side for Grand Cathay, we have the Astromancer. We have a big flying unit here with Dragon Blooded, Shugen Lord, and then Great Longma Riders, another Longma Rider, and the RRR version, plus a couple of Peasant Horsemen and the Empress Crowman. Yeah, let's fast forward here and see both players are focusing on one objective here for sure on the outside, and I guess that the point 1 and 2 will be probably more contested here. So Scurvy Dogs already seen in the woods, and that's why they're running off, because those Peasant Horsemen probably will deal pretty well against them. Then Longma Riders here, going for the Shadow Wraiths here for sure, and the Coronades shooting into them. So now it is really all about doing as much damage from the shooting as possible. Coronades now focusing onto the Great Malong Riders, and we have the first great cast here by the Shungen Lord. Really nice damage here, and yep, this RRR unit is almost gone here. So yeah, other than that, another good dive by the Longma Riders, but the point is in the clutches of Vampire Coast, and Count Noctilus will deal with those Longma Riders, which are pretty beaten up, as you can see. On the other side here, we have more Peasant Horsemen, which are trying to curve around here in the woods, fight off a couple of those Scurvy Dogs and the Animated Hulks. Point 3 is in the clutches of Grand Cathay. Another nice focus here on the Coronade, so I would like to focus those units as much as he did here. We have Fellbats, I think, summoned in. Pretty good yeah, counter here, I would say, but not enough, and the Coronades are gone as well. Looking at the situation on the battlefield, Grand Cathay for now is pretty much yeah, rolling, but the Bulge is playing more the point game, so he is now going for point number 1. He has the capture weight secured probably, and the depth guard here as well. They're kind of sneaky. I think they have been maybe wood elves in their past lives. Yeah, probably. So they're hiding there. When we look on the other side, in my opinion, Grand Cathay is really greedy and trying to get here on each of those units here, almost like spawn camping. And yeah, Empress Crowman, I think they used some non-Gao grenades here on the full arm Death Guard and zombie, yeah, Deckhand Mob, sorry, and the pressure is gone. So in my opinion now, Grand Cathay has to retreat, and it's time for Vampire Coast to come back, right? They have 2 points now. They don't need to get point number 3 for now. There are a couple of beaten up units here, so you maybe can do something later, but I guess that holding those 2 points is more or less the goal for now. Yep, cleaning up the last units, Nice breath. Like, I don't know what that is. I need to read. This is the dragon's breath. Yeah, nice breath attack here on the zombie pirate deckhand mobs with pole arms. So they're half HP. But with all the other units in support, in my opinion, that was not that bad. Unfortunately, those handgunners here will sooner or later crumble and fall apart. But Count Noctilus here, he is now beating up the Shungan Lord, and this one is fleeing. Now finally the gunnery mob, so the range pieces are coming online for Vampire Coast, and they're shooting now into the flying units here for sure. In the woods we have Scurvy Dogs once again, and a couple of gunnery mobs. I don't know if they're so good in the woods. We will see that if they hit something or not. Seems like there is no target for now. So yeah, maybe here, yeah, Scurvy Dogs holding them back. Peasant Horsemen here fighting, and probably some sneaky units will come here soon and shoot. Yeah, but looking at the point situation, yeah, it seems like Vampire Coast is losing the fight over point number 1 once again. They tried well, and they have I thought they would have a points lead, but they don't. But now here, a very good and sneaky play. Animated Hulks here, maybe not the best unit against those Peasant Horse Riders, but pole arms are moving in and they will destroy both of those units for sure. What do we have here on the backline? We have Grand Cannon Summon in, really nice counter here to support all the units here. And now I am curious if the Bulge gets that point or not. For now, it seems like it, even though those units are crumbling. Count Noctilus now, he is coming with his yeah, with his cane. Probably more not the cane, but he's using some watery spells, getting crunked and shot down by those units here. Not a very well situated position, but it didn't really hurt him. His armor is pretty good with 95, and those shots, even if they're fire and magic, didn't hurt him as good as I thought. Now the answer is coming by the gunnery mobs here. They will probably have a good salvo here, even though, yeah, let's see who wins that fight. A little bit of obstruction here with the terrain, but yeah, they're moving in and out. Units are running. And I would shoot now. Yes, they're shooting now. Really good into the back. Really good stuff here. And they are, yeah, they really have to run. Even the Shungan Lord can't help out here as much as he would like to. Nangao Grenadiers are now here. They're pretty an interesting unit. Pretty new. I didn't try it out that much. So we have Talbots here. Nice juking around, and I think they will nibble on those Grand Cannons here. And point number 3 is getting controlled by Grand Cathay in a moment. With the Jade Warriors with halberds, which probably deal pretty well here against those units. But yeah, it's more about capture weight, and the capture weight for now is on the halberds, but I don't know. Now they're just standing off here. Yeah, point 2 is secured. Point number 1 still in the clutch of the Bulge, and he is getting a little bit of a points lead here, so pretty nicely. And unfortunately, you can see that this is not a good position when it comes for those units. Yes, they can shoot down here, maybe that is their goal, but those Celestial Dragon crossbows can shoot in a arc into those units. And yeah, but they're cheap. they come back pretty quickly. Nice charge here into another gunnery mob unit, and I would say that for now, the Bulge is playing pretty, yeah, strategic, right? He's going for the points and tries to trade everywhere he can in a good way. Like this trade is pretty nice. Deckhand mobs against halberds, they probably win or do at least a lot of damage here, because there's a lot of shooting support. Count Noctilus now coming in with his cane or with his staff. I call it a staff. It's a halberd, right? He is rad. Like, look at that. He looks like this Davy Jones dude, right? Isn't it? Yeah, he is Davy Jones. Really nice. Yeah. Battlebats really destroyed the cannons over there, and now they're nibbling around on the other cannons. So pretty sneaky action here by the Bulge. Now finally picked up by the Jade Lancers here, so they will do a quick job. And the question for now is, does the Bulge try to hold point number 1 and point number 2, or does he go for point number 3 instead? Because right now he is losing the capture weight battle, and those Grenadiers here did a great job. They will throw those into Count Noctilus. With the shooting support here, Grand Cathay is pushing really back those zombie deckhand mobs, even though they trade really well into the riders, right? Once again, from the back, that's okay, but I think when they turn around and just poke a little bit those sticks into those Longma riders, that is probably enough to fight them off. All right, so now we have Croman, Empress Croman, even the RR version, and Jade Warriors with halberds here holding on. Zombie pirates, deckhand mobs moving in. I think they will win, but with the Empress Croman together, I don't know. I don't think so, right? But this is pressure, right? The Bulge can pressure this side objective, and the Grand Cathay player Zazizao, he has to kind of always spend some spare moment plus a couple of units here to protect. Point number 1 taken, but point number 3 now in the change. I'm not sure if that stays like this, because we have the fight here. Probably Double should have used his deckhand mobs and fight over here, because yeah, they're standing, a couple of those units just standing around. It is kind of like half idle. All right, so now gunnery mobs summoned in, 3-4 units here. They will shoot and support probably Count Noctilus here for sure. So yeah, what can happen here? I think both players are playing more for the capture weight than the fight for now. Those peasant archers here saturating couple of shots into the animated hulks, and yeah, this is basically what it comes down to. Shooting and juggling around point number 3. Really nice stuff here. Unfortunately now the peasant horseman arrived and it is flipping once again, but to be honest, this is once again 1, 2, 3 units binded here on point number 3, so you can create a overwhelming force on the other flank and push, because this is now happening. It will happen in a moment. We have only the Astromancer here sitting, plus a couple of Celestial Dragon crossbows. Everything else is running, and Count Noctilus still on half HP, so he is, yeah, let's see his value. His value is okay-ish for this fight, but his utility was way better, and his standing power as well. Once again now, we have some gunnery mob here shooting into the halberds without any nice shots here, and the Jade Warriors plus the Crowman will slowly but surely also have a problem. Yeah, now moving in. The horn is sounded. The gunnery mobs have to shoot, but maybe when they focus down onto the Empress Crowman, they can't go to the other side and help out. Peasant Horsemen trying to run into the woods, but the Bulge is not playing with them for long. The old Grand Cannon. There are 2 models left, and they're shooting eagerly into all the units that are in front of them. Point number 1 still in the clutches, and 2 as well. So the Bulge is playing really a solid game here. I'm pretty much interested how it turns out. What can be summoned? We have Peasant Horsemen here. They will once again go for the Shadow Wraith, and when the Bulge loses this kind of unit here against the Peasant Horsemen, that would be crucial. But now Jade, those Peasant Horsemen going into Scurvy Dogs, and they're fleeing. So good defense here, really good awareness from the Bulge, and now it is all about point 2 and 1. So the Bulge currently leading a little bit value wise. He has the lead as well, only by a couple, but maybe this is enough. Another shooting unit. Is it? No. Capture weight. So now it's all about capture weight. You can see that here. Scurvy Dogs nibbling. Yeah, that's good job. That's a good defense here. That was great awareness for sure. Empress Crowman finally coming here and will smash those gunnery mobs here with the horse riders, Jade Lancers to be specific. And yep, they're gone. They're crumbling immediately. Really good sandwich here. But Count Noctilus still going strong. Really, he is now gathering a lot of value. Yep, we have Felbets here. Felbets, where do they go? Where can they have a little bit of an impact? For sure, for the Nangao Grenadiers here, when they jump in, the grenades won't be too, devastating, right? Yep, good stuff by Hellbats. And over here, point number 3 is probably going to stay in the clutches of Grand Cathay. But now, what do I see here? Oh no. The capture weight is still higher for the Bulge, but he is close. 10 seconds left. If this flips, he still wins. Ladies and gentlemen, nice game. Congratulations to the Bulge. Let's see which unit did really well. Unfortunately, the focus was on the deck gunners here, the RR version, but Count Noctilus was doing a hell of a job, right? And then this clutch unit with these Scurvy Dogs, I didn't see no Night Terrors here somewhere, but somehow they have been summoned. Felbets, really good usage value, and they could really do damage without any interruption. Over here, we have Dragonblood Shungen Lord. Yeah, he did a couple of nice breath attacks that evaporated those old bones. Empress Crowman, probably really good, even when they got resummoned. I don't know if the grenades are that good in this kind of... I never tested them in a real fight. Maybe I should do that. Yeah. These Celestial Dragon crossbows were pretty nice. And, well, they got pretty crunched down. So, yeah, that was a very fun match to watch. And for now, guys, I'm going to fetch myself a green tea.